Welcome to a relaxing round of Overwatch with Fraxy and friends. This is the second round on Lijiang. We have lost the first round, and now we will attempt to take the control point. I'm going to be playing Pharah for this game because nobody else wanted to, and I believe that this particular map demands somebody with some aerial capabilities. This match also perfectly illustrates why I shouldn't be allowed to play characters with non-hit scan weapons, because my aim is woefully lacking. In my defense, however, this was the very first match we've played where I didn't use my mouse and instead used my old Logitech trackball. Back when I was big into Day of Defeat and Counter-Strike, back in the days when they were Half-Life 1 mods instead of standalone games, when there was no talk even of Half-Life 2, I used to play quite a lot, and I always used my trackball, and I can honestly say that it was my most successful first-person shooter time of all. So I decided to get back into the habit. It's not quite the same thing, because back then I used to have the cable-bound Logitech trackball. Now I have the successor model, which is wireless, and in general I do not like my peripherals to be wireless because I don't trust them to be entirely lag-free, and because I would really rather not run out of battery power in the middle of a game. But since there doesn't appear to be any way to get the cable-bound version anymore these days, I decided it's better than nothing. I've actually had this trackball for a while now, just never really got around to using it, and I thought this might be the perfect opportunity. I don't actually like using a trackball for other purposes. I don't like working with them very much. They are just perfectly suited for me for first-person shooters. And since before Overwatch I haven't been playing a lot of those for quite a while, there was just really no need for me to make the switch. Now, as you can see in the background footage, it's not going great for our team, but it's not going terribly either. We are currently pretty much, just pulled just the tiniest bit ahead of the enemy team. But we are winning most of the engagements, so there is reason to hope. Let me just push this Pharah right off this perch. Actually, despite having played the beta version and having played pretty much every day since, on account of it's the first game in a long time that I have friends who also want to play it, and that's wonderful. Multiplayer is always more fun. Despite that, I only yesterday found out that you can actually go up to that perch using footpaths instead of movement abilities. I should have known it was logical for that to be the case, but I had no idea. I never bothered to check, I never cared, and I think that shows that these maps aren't really meant for me. I like straightforward engagements a little bit more. It's amazing that they offer so many flanking opportunities. That's one of the core ways in which to make use of all these different heroes' abilities. But I just really need to get back into that mindset. I've been out of the first-person shooter game for so long that now I'm struggling with considering alternative paths and so on. And there we are, as always when we play. 99%. Oh, that was a great revive. 99% and the enemy starts capping. I don't believe we've had maybe more than 10 matches where we just flat out ticked over to 100% and done. I believe we've always had overtime. But there we go. As it often does, overtime ended up being in our favor. And now, this round was intense. I don't want to spoil it yet, but it didn't end when it should have. Alright, let me just switch over to Junkrat. Easily my most favorite character. Not certain if it's the one I'm best with, but I really enjoy playing him. I feel familiar with his ability set. I feel like he is versatile, he is powerful, and he is demanding of skill enough to be rewarding, but at the same time not so hard that I feel frustrated. So this first engagement went fairly well for my team. There are still people from the enemy team on the point, but not any more than from ours. And I'll be right back with them on account of my shift ability. Oh, sorry, my mistake. That was a different respawn. I thought I catapulted myself over that wall, because I have quite a bit of fun doing that. I really like taking shortcuts with the... oh, evil. With the left shift ability here. Also, I really enjoy whenever I can kill somebody with my bear trap, which I have placed previously, pretty much forgotten about, and then suddenly in the kill feed it says, got him. That's fun. Okay, so my ult is ready for the first time, but there's currently just no good reason for me to do that. The team is here, everybody is around, and look at that, Mei is dead. I really like using my ults to interrupt other people's ults. That one time I had the enemy use 3 ults at the same time. There was... what was it? We had Zaya's Graviton Anomaly, I think it's called. We had Farah's Death from Above. Justice Reigns from Above. My goodness, I am so sorry. Justice Reigns from Above. And I think it was Reaper. I think it was Reaper ulting. Anyway, 3 of them were surrounding a couple of my team, and they had unwisely decided to start their ultimates at the same time. And I was fortunately playing Hanzo at the time, and managed to get all of them with my Spirit Dragon. That was really good fun. And would you look at that, 99%, and the enemy hasn't had the point. What? Oh, there you go. It's now in the hands of the enemy. As I said, 99% is our nemesis. Okay, but surely we can just retake this point quite easily, right? I mean, we have held it for so long. Oh, I always love killing Tracer. Tracer is a great hero, great character. Really rather fun to play if challenging. But I also just love killing her. Okay, let's see. There are a couple of enemies at the point. I'm hidden. Time for an ultimate. And indeed, I killed 2 of them, and my bear trap got somebody behind me, so what an opportunity to go and retake this point for our team. Except, you know, as I said before, I suck at aiming. I misjudged the travel time on the shift there. I am really just not a credit to my team at this point, but at least I managed to avoid the Spirit Dragon for the most part, and I'm still dying to an ultimate. But that's good. They've wasted 2 ultimates to clear the point. Now my team can move in and wipe the floor with them, surely. This match cannot possibly end with the enemy team winning. We have fought so hard and well. I mean, they didn't do badly either, but I think we deserve this one. Alright, let's see. Oh, just a tracer, but still, 1 tracer less is a good move. And there's a tire. Wasn't mine. Perfectly fine for Lucio to take it out. Thank you, Lucio. Okay, we are now in overtime, 99 to 99. Yeah, usually at this point these matches take maybe 10 more seconds, 20 more seconds perhaps. Somebody is going to ultimate us all off the point, and we're going to lose, because that is how overtimes end, when both teams have 99%. Except, we're doing fairly well, I'd say, here. We're not dominating or anything. As you can see, the overtime is ticking down, but yeah, we're doing some good damage. Making a fair fight of it. I always dislike these long ways back to the point, especially during overtime, because usually they mean... Oh, my teammate just got excited there. Usually they mean that you won't even get to be on the point or near the point by the time the match ends, but my team, I have to give them credit, did amazingly well here, and contrary to me who just went and died. They have been able to, write that down. They have been able to hold this point admirably. For the last, how long has it been? 2 minutes? There has never been a moment when my team has been away from the point for more than a few seconds. Certainly not enough for overtime to tick down. But at the same time, there has never been a moment when the enemy team was away from the point for more than a few seconds. If you haven't been counting, overtime's been going on for more than 2 minutes now. And I said no spoilers, but we are not done yet. We have actually had matches, several matches, where the round didn't take as long as this overtime. We have played capture the payload type maps, which we completed one in half the time of this overtime, disregarding the entirety of the match beforehand, just as overtime. And it's absolute pandemonium. People are dying left and right and center, and that's it. I mean, seriously. That was the most 3.5 minutes of gaming that I've experienced in my adolescence. It was amazing. And I am fortunate to be able to share it with you. So thank you for watching, and I hope you have fun playing yourself. Bye bye.